Howdy. So this is a little bit different. This is a hiking trip. My brother Andrew and Bruce are joining me on a backpacking trip into the Sierra National Forest. And we just drove, I don't know, 5-6 hours, you know, with stops and so forth to get up here. And right now we're at Courtright Reservoir, which I will show you here in just a minute. So basically you park up here. I think you could see back there. There's the, can you see that? There's the car that we drove up in and parked in the parking lot. And then you have to hike into these spots, which is nice. $20 per night, run by PG&E. And we've got a few campers up here, but we pretty much had our pick. So that was pretty nice. So I decided to camp up here for a number of reasons. One, it just made it easier prior to just getting on the trail like immediately to have a night where we could stage and get prepared for the altitude. So I tend to get altitude sickness if I get up to elevation too quickly. Say hi, Bruce.
Hey, Hugh.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi to everybody.
So I didn't really pick the best spot for my tent, but it'll do. It was a little uneven and you know, still struggling, getting used to setting it up. I'll get a little faster with it. And then Bruce has a really nice one. Bruce, who makes yours? Oh, it's okay. He has a Z-Packs, and I mean it's a double, and it's made out of Daima, so I guess it's like lighter weight, and it's just I mean it's like almost half the weight of my setup over there. And it's a double, and it has 2 entries and exits, so that's pretty nice if there's for 2 people, and it's really spacious just for one person. Let me come around the other side and show you guys. So you know, I mean, it's not huge, but you know, and 2 people in a pinch, you know, could sleep in there.
2 in a pinch.
In a pinch.
But it wouldn't be something I mean, you can do it.
Yeah, you could do it. But it's pretty nice just for a single person, and I mean, it's light. And then here's Andrew's setup. It's an engineering feat. He's got the REI, I think it's a half dome.
Quarter dome.
Quarter dome.
Yep.
Excuse me. Okay.
One person.
One person?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you eating, Bruce?
I'm eating a Mexican quinoa bowl.
Show me.
I'm dripping it.
Really? And what do you think?
It's good. It really is. I think it's very good. I think that I'll tell you in 24 hours. Maybe less. I reserve the right to sort of take the time with ethnic food, and I always say how good it is after the period of 24 hours, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But I think it's going to be fine. It's plant-based and everything. It's beans. It's fun. It's really good.
Yeah.
I would actually start buying this more knowing what's inside all my mountain houses.
I picked those because they were lower sodium, so I just thought that they were healthier than, say, the Mountain. What is that one you have, Andrew?
This is
Mountain House.
yeah.
Mountain.
No, this is called Mountain House Pro Pack.
Yeah.
This is not bad for sodium.
What's
though.
the sodium? How many servings are in there?
One.
Okay, what's the
serving
sodium?
size. Sodium is 35 milligrams. Oh, that's cholesterol. Sorry, 1190. So this is very high.
It's very high.
Very high.
Yeah.
Yep. This one is, but the good to goes, those are better.
This particular one, the spicy Korean one, this one is 670 milligrams of sodium. I don't know if you can see that there. And I think the potassium is 576. Not the best one, but still, as far as what's out there on the market, it's pretty darn good.
Yeah. It says 29% of your daily allowance. Daily value, I guess.
Dinner at Courtright Reservoir.
Yeah. In the woods with rocks and water and
Just a lot of space.
yeah.
And it's very comfortable to be able to find like a lot of more remote area here, even though there's some other campers.
There's a
Pretty
few
nice.
other campers, but this is probably the nicest actual car camping site I've ever been
Yeah.
to. It's really
Feels-
gorgeous. It's up here in the higher elevation of the Sierras and this beautiful lake. It looks a lot like Tenaya Lake in Yosemite, really a lot like it. It's amazing. And there's like nobody here at all.
Except this is a man-made reservoir versus Tenaya Lake is an
Yeah.
actual.
Yeah, it's an actual lake. I know it's dammed, but I mean it does. If you didn't see the dam, this would not look like a reservoir. It looks like an alpine lake. It's really gorgeous.
Right.
All the terrain around it too is really nice.
Everything's
It's
really nice.
a lot of just granite domes everywhere. You know, it's really nice.
A lot of mosquitoes, a lot of bugs here and there, but you know, not too bad if you put a little bit of DEET on.
Yeah, I didn't really get bothered by any bugs too much at all. So
It could get
It's good.
worse.
It could get worse. Yeah, I mean, so let me ask you guys a question. We haven't done any hiking yet, but is there something that you wish you had brought with you on this trip? Is there something that you wish you brought more of?
no, because I think I got everything, and the pack weighs about 32 pounds. It's a little heavier than I wanted it to be. I was hoping to stick closer to 25, you know, but I mean to do that I just have to get some lighter gear,
Right.
and so that's okay. I mean, and we're gonna eat the food along the way, and it'll lighten the load a little
As
bit.
long as we can get water and a place to sleep and no issues with bears or, you know,
Yeah.
hunters or anyone or whatever, I think we're pretty good.
And Bruce, do you wish you'd brought more bourbon?
I'm okay with what I brought. I'll finish. I want to finish up everything I brought.
Okay.
What about you, Hugh? Is there anything you wish you would have brought?
Some bourbon.
Sorry, man.
It's okay.
We can get some more in Fresno.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it would be nice to just bring it
Probably.
out on the trail.
You can have some of mine if you wanted that.
No, that's okay. I had a couple little sips. It was tasty. I liked it.
Yeah, it's the Buffalo Trace. I think it's pretty good.
Others.
That's right.
Brewing some coffee. Is that for Andrew?
Oh yeah, I don't need that much. Oh my god.
It's not off of you, but
Say hi.
Hey,
Yeah.
ready to go finally.
Andrew said he had something sticking in his back, and Bruce said, "That's your backpack."
oh, we're
All right.
good. We're ready to go.
Oh,
We're all set. I mean, I think there's nothing we've forgotten. I think we might have even taken a little too much.
I have the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Okay.
I brought my,
Bruce is probably the lightest of all of us.
all right.
Bastard.
but I'm carrying extra weight for the group.
Okay, do we take a rest stop now?
Here we are. I think this is part of the 2020 burn. Sorry for my heavy breathing.
I mean, I've done some really cool stuff.
Well, we decided to stop right on the trail and have some lunch. It's about 1 o'clock, and not exactly sure how far we have to go to get up to Cliff Lake, but I'd say probably at least a mile. And there's some elevation gain. We're at about 9,000 feet now, and I think we're going to need to we're going to be climbing like at least another 1,000, maybe 800 feet, I guess. I don't know.
We've only stopped once.
What?
We've only stopped one time.
Okay.
Yeah, we've took significant breaks and it's been good.
Many breaks.
Just enjoying it.
What are you eating,
Beautiful up
Andrew?
here.
Chicken gumbo.
Let's see the package. Chicken gumbo. That's the good to go. Is there actually chicken in there? I thought they weren't.
Yeah.
I thought all those were like vegan and stuff.
No, they make stuff with some meat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we got there's a creek running down there, but you can also hear the wind running through the trees and stuff. And
It might be Dinkey Creek. I'm not sure.
we have significant mosquitoes for sure. We have doused ourselves quite a bit.
Oh, to just check in and see how long you're going to go. Hey,
Hey,
we're doing it.
Hey, dude.
hey. We got a little Sierra afternoon rain, and I got all my stuff. This is very tight. That's what I'll just say that. It's kind of warm in here, so I had to kind of take my shirt off a little bit. But it's really it's a very small structure. My brother has one. I think I showed you already. You've seen a couple images of it. That is really nice. I mean, it goes up fast. It has the net tent already built into it. It's more spacious. If you had to, you could cook in it. So I may pick one of those up eventually. But right now it's definitely sprinkling, and we've had some thunder. Hey, I'm not going to kid you. I'm kind of exhausted. That hike was pretty strenuous for me. So it really just sprinkled, so we took a nap. It was kind of nice and leisurely. So there's my Deschutes Plus. There's my camera bag and my Bear Vault and my backpack, my Gossamer gear.
Oh yeah, 2.5 cups.
And here, these two guys they like it being next to each other.
440 calories. This should be okay.
We were doing some route planning and stuff. Hey, Bruce.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, comfy?
I'm so comfortable.
You were more comfortable in your
There's
tent.
mosquitoes quite a bit. I mean,
Well, they kind of come and go. It's really weird.
Well, we kind of knew that, though. We knew this was going to be an issue, right?
no one ever told me this.
They're a
No.
nuisance, but I mean,
I'm just kidding.
yeah, it could be worse. I mean, some people like read some reviews and like it's not bad because I heard people reporting like clouds of mosquitoes, you know, and so that's like probably right after the melt, you know, maybe 2 weeks right after the melt, and it's just the worst time of year.
There's still snow.
So there's mosquitoes, yeah. And so far it hasn't been too crazy.
Right. We came into camp here, and that piece of wood was still hot. So
It's smoking.
it was smoking,
Smoldering.
smoldering. So we put some water. I put some water on it, and it stopped it right away. People, you got to put out your fires, man. I mean, there's water right here. Figure it out. Even if you have to, like, you know, do something like, even if you have to filter it so you don't contaminate your drinking water containers, just filter it, bring it up, and put it out. So this is the lake. It's, you know, a couple hours ago I already jumped in, I didn't jump in, I waded in and took a bath. That was really nice. I mean, it's so idyllic. Snow over on the other side. I don't know if you can see it. It's really, it's spectacular to be up here. My legs are sore though. I'm 60 years old, and I'm like, my back was getting kind of tired, and you know, my legs are really like kind of spongy. So tomorrow will probably be a little bit lighter day. We were discussing maybe hitting some of the other lakes, and then it won't be that far of a hike, and then make camp, and then maybe go do a day hike and climb a peak or something to get a view. All packed up for the most part. Gotta put that little cup in there. There's my little camera bag. These guys are all packed up. Yeah, slept pretty good. Did not get cold. I wasn't cold even a little bit. It was pretty darn nice. So, you know, very quiet up here. Nobody else. We're all here by ourselves.
Filtered everything. We have to say, this is not a YouTube review on it, but but I will say,
You can review it.
okay,
You can say
this little, I think it's a MSR pocket rocket type of pump for filtration, and it works really good. And I've also been a little crabby this morning.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, but don't step back, you. I was just gonna say hi to everyone. I'm Bruce, in case you didn't meet me. My brother Andrew.
I think
My brother
we've
Hugh.
met.
You guys already know me. Okay, Bruce. So, well,
I was gonna say, if you fell in the water right here, it's pretty shallow. It wouldn't be that bad. It'd actually feel pretty good.
so Bruce, what were you saying about? There was a question this morning about if it was really cold versus lots of mosquitoes.
Oh, would you rather spend the night in the cold camping without gloves and a hat, or would you rather spend the night in with all the stuff but have a ton of mosquitoes there? Or would you rather? No, I guess it's would you rather not have mosquitoes, or have all your cold gear?
Okay, so it's like maybe like really be cold or be really uncomfortable with a lot of mosquitoes. Which would you prefer, Bruce?
I would rather be a little cold.
A little cold, Andrew.
I'd rather deal with cold.
These mosquitoes are.
Yeah, I think I'd probably take cold too.
They're the most annoying things about being out in nature.
So, these are the first hikers we've seen since we've been out here.
Likewise.
So
That's
let's
the
get
first
an
hikers
introduction.
we've
So just tell me your name and where you're from.
My name's David Marinelli. I'm from Los Angeles.
Where in Los Angeles, dude?
Burbank. I grew up in Burbank, but now I live in Silver Lake.
Silver Lake. Oh, okay. Yeah, I live up in Sunland.
Oh, sick. Yeah. So
Yes.
you know.
Yeah. And then,
Hello, I'm Ben Hahn, and I'm from Arlington, Virginia.
okay.
Very
and,
far away from here.
Very, yeah. So Ben, what's your takeaway from this trip so far?
Oh shit. Deep.
Deet? Is it deep?
Deep. I mean, honestly.
Can't beat deep.
Yeah. I don't know.
Lengthy discussion.
You
about
come back to me after con.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
And
Hi, so I'm Konstantin. I'm from Russia, but I grew up in DC, and now I live here in LA.
okay, so you're in LA too.
Yes, sir.
Are you also Silver
They're all
Lake?
three in LA.
No, I'm in Encino.
Encino.
I'm
Okay.
in the valley. Yep.
Okay. And you said you're a filmmaker, right?
I'm a DP and photographer. But
Okay.
I do a lot of Steadicam operation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fun.
Any thoughts about your hiking trip that you would take away from this trip in this area?
It's nice to be out again.
Yes.
It's nice to be out again.
Yeah.
That I think is the biggest
Yeah.
thing for me.
Despite the mosquitoes.
Okay, so I was trying to get you there. It's the
I
mosquitoes,
don't want to
right?
say anything negative.
Yeah.
Well-
Look at his left eyelid. That's
There's
crazy.
this. This was all swollen closed this morning,
Oh wow.
and then the forehead had a bunch of it, and then under here,
Okay.
him too.
And it's Ben, right?
David.
Oh, David.
Yeah.
That's Ben.
Yeah. My takeaway is that it's nice to kind of put ourselves in these sort of contrived situations where you have problems and there's nothing you can do about it. Because outside of here, you can pay someone to help you, and then you get your problems fixed, and then you have more problems. And out here, your eyelid looks like that, and then you deal with it, and then you have a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I would say
Here to
it's
the-
nice to be
the
uncomfortable
trailhead.
again
How far do you think?
after so
Yeah.
much of being at home and
Yeah.
Maybe
chilling
no more
inside
than
and
8
staying in your
miles,
room.
I'd say.
Yeah, and lockdown.
More than
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Well, he's
right?
got his
it's a lot of
Strava
like
going,
urban
so
comforts.
Oh, nice.
He'll tell you exactly how long we've gone.
The plan is still, evolving, and we may hike all the way to first Dinkey Lake. Those guys told us that the mosquitoes were worse at Rock Lake, and honestly, I don't think we really want to. We don't want to endure more mosquitoes, but it could be that all the lakes are worse than even Cliff Lake. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to put this camera away and put the hiking sticks on and keep on moving. So we just got to Rock Lake. This is Rock Lake over here.
We're gonna go check it out. Very nice. Calm, Sandy. Same thing here. Little kind of almost
so
like,
beautiful, you
like a
guys.
little beach along this side.
This is pretty awesome. Go climb a rock lake. That boulder over there, it looks a little shallow, but that one, and then over on that side, looks like you could actually jump in the water if it's deep enough.
Change of plans. We got all the way to first Dinky Lake, and the mosquitoes right around here are just horrible. Not fun. So we're gonna backtrack and go back towards the lake we were at yesterday, and then maybe go up to Bullfrog Lake. We're not sure yet. Okay, this is where Cliff Lake is. If I zoom out here, where we started, we basically camped right here at Courtright Reservoir, and we drove up to the trailhead right here, and it kind of parallels along with this stretch of Courtright Reservoir. We took this trail here to the left, which basically took us up to Cliff Lake, which is where we camped out the first night. This is, I believe, Bullfrog Lake. Would have been really nice. We didn't make it there, but there's a reflection of Dogtooth Peak if you hit it just right at the right time of day. Anyway, we continued up Cliff Lake towards Rock Lake right here, and we actually have been planning to take this whole loop. You can see right here where it goes up, and you go along South Lake, and then this is Swede Lake, Mystery Lake. It's this loop, and this is like a basin. It's very swampy there. That's why, actually, when you think about it, that's why there were so many mosquitoes. Anyway, we ended up making it to first Dinky Lake and realizing that the mosquito situation was just not going to make camping out very fun. So we headed back down to Cliff Lake. I'm going to estimate that we did about 8 miles today, maybe a tad more. And I just showed it to you on the map, and it doesn't look like it on the 7.5 minute map, but I'm pretty darn sure it was about 8 miles. And the reason that we turned around, I might have already mentioned it in another filming that I just did, but really the mosquitoes were just out of control. Like right now, there's a little breeze here by Cliff Lake, and I have this on because I was just kind of laying out on a rock in the sun, and I didn't, I just want to make sure that I don't get bit on the face. But I think it's a lot better at this lake. It's a little bit higher elevation, and it just made more sense for us to turn back. I mean, we did explore. It's kind of a bummer that we actually broke camp and carried our packs all the way up and over, and then over 8 miles. I think it's a little bit more than 8 miles. Anyway, but that's part of exploring.
Morning. It's about just a little after 6 in the morning. I went to bed at 8:30. I was just like, I was tired of sitting on rocks, and it's like the comfort level just it's just not there. So I just really, after hiking 8 miles with 30 pounds on my back, I just wanted to just lay down, and I did, and I feel a lot better. Bruce here is doing his pour over. My morning cup of coffee. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Have a good cup of coffee, and pack up and hit the trail.
Yeah.
Head home.
Right. You can see the sun's coming up.
What?
Coffee?
I'd have a little touch of coffee. Hey.
Andrew, good morning.
Good morning. I'm on film.
You guys
Yeah,
give
it's
us
super
a kind of a little recap of what we're doing right now.
So we camped last night at Cliff Lake again, which was a great camp spot, and the mosquitoes were very manageable compared to those other areas that we tried to hike back into. And we did some exploring, but we had our packs the whole time. We were gonna camp out at first Dinkey Lake out there, and the mosquitoes were swarming us. It was just intolerable. So we came back to Cliff Lake. It's really nice. It's the nicest lake up here, I think.
We could have just kept our tents up for the day and then
Done a
Yeah.
day hike.
a day hiked up.
Yeah, we could have done that, but whatever.
We got a better
so-
workout.
Got a better workout for sure. Anyway, so we got up this morning, took our time and packed up everything, and now we're hiking back down to our trailhead, which is at Courtright Lake, and then we're gonna probably head out. We have some time to explore because we don't have to be back till Saturday, so it's Friday today, so we can do whatever we want.
I'm trying to convince these guys to, since we're going to get back to our car early, to maybe drive up towards Greenhorn Mountain and camp around Pup Meadow and just kind of give it a look and stuff. But Bruce is he's a little resistant to it because he doesn't want to do a whole bunch of driving. So we have to look at the mapping and see how far out of the way it'll be.
I like to give Hugh a hard time. I'm just kidding.
This is what it's like to have brothers. So you only children out there, this is what you're missing. All right, well, we made it back to our car. It's an accomplishment. Hey guys.
Hey Hugh.
So, Bruce, how many miles total?
20, a little over 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not quite 23.
Yeah, not quite 23.
Okay.
Cool.
We got back. Actually, pretty good time. It's before 1 o'clock. We left at 9. We took a pretty long lunch trail break. Interesting thing is that this area, the Dinkey Lakes Wilderness area, back in '84, there used to be OHV trails through here, and when they made it a wilderness, which I will look it up and put it somewhere on the screen, maybe down there, maybe up there, down there. Wow, so amazing. They're just such beauties. And thanks for watching, really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of my next video that I post.